Yo, welcome back. Another episode of Nightmare Rideshare. For all of you loyal listeners, I appreciate you coming back. And I also wanted to say I am sorry to you loyal listeners. Anybody that listened to the last episode might have been expecting a bonus episode, obviously, because of what I said. But unfortunately, I been going through a lot of shit, and I physically wasn't capable of making another episode. I really wanted to. I really did, and I felt like shit for not making one. But unfortunately, I wasn't capable of doing it. It really was basically impossible for me to get my stuff together to record, putting everything, setting it all up, and it really basically was impossible. Got a little help today to help set stuff up, but realistically, I even though I did have extra time this past weekend, I wasn't able to basically put anything together or set anything up because it really wasn't happening. And I really fucked up because I thought I was going to. But yeah, whatever, live and learn. But anyway, I did want to start off by saying I'm sorry to anybody that was expecting one and didn't receive one. I'm hoping that maybe, because I still will have extra time, probably this week or so, now that everything's set up, maybe I'll have a little bit of extra time, but who knows. I don't want to promise something or say that I'm going to do something again and not end up doing it when related to this podcast, because like I said, I did feel like shit for not coming out with one, not updating you guys or saying anything really. So yeah, basically that's all I wanted to say on that. So anyway, as far as this episode, this episode is definitely going to be a little different, a little weird. Why do I say that? Well, because this past week's been weird. It's been kind of odd. I haven't really been working. Haven't really been driving. And I wasn't physically able to record podcasts. I wasn't able to drive or really do much of anything really. Kind of been healing, doing a lot of healing this past week, and it's been really fucking painful, to be honest with you. So haven't been able to get out there, and really I was thinking about what the fuck am I gonna do for this episode? What am I gonna talk about? I mean, I really could go into some older stories, but then while doing older stories, I was just like, well, what the fuck kind of stories am I going to talk about? I'm going to talk about this, that, or what? And really going through it, I started thinking about it, and I'm just like, you know what? I have no fucking idea. And then I'm looking through my emails, and I see this email that has a passenger review. So basically, we get the reviews that you guys write down when you do a ride. But the thing is that they're anonymous, so they don't have your name on them. They don't have any information on them. They basically just have what you wrote down next to a star rating. So it's cool. A lot of times, majority of times, you're going to see some nice shit. Some people say some nice things like, oh, this person's awesome. It's the best ride I've had. I appreciate whatever the fuck. Yeah, so most of the time it's cool. But fuck. Every now and then it ends up being really fucked up. Or not really fucked up, but sometimes shit's so stupid. It's annoying sometimes. It's kind of dumb. And this one I thought was kind of, it was dumb and a little annoying and a little funny at the same time. So what did it say? What do I mean? It basically it said that fuck did it say? It basically said you should go outside, greet your passenger by name, and carry all their bags for them and put them in the car. And it was a 1-star rating. And I can't help but laugh a little at it because of the fact that I just don't understand how people can travel with bags, because majority of times if people want you to carry something, vast majority of times, 98% of the time, it's they're traveling. They're going to the airport, coming from the airport, whatever the fuck. But yeah, it was so fucking, it's so fucking funny to me because I'm just like, how do people travel with luggage that they cannot carry themselves? Like, if you can't carry something, then why are you taking it with you? I mean, you're not going to have help every single step of the way. Really, you really aren't. Like, if you can't carry your shit, you shouldn't have it with you, really. At least in my opinion. I don't know. That's just me. But it's just like, yeah, come on, really? Do you really need to be traveling with something that you're not going to be able to carry? And at the same time, it's like, do you need to be traveling with something super fucking heavy? No, you don't. You don't really. And then there's the other side of like, well, maybe you can carry it, but you're just too lazy to carry it. So you want other people to carry it for you. But bitch, that's not in my job description. My job, it does not say have somebody pick you up and carry all your bags for you. No, it says I'll pick you up in my car. I take you to your destination. You get out of my fucking car. And that's it. Transaction done. My job is done. Fuck you. Like, my job is not to fucking carry your bullshit. So, I don't understand why people fucking assume that I'm supposed to or something. I mean, personally, I know I'm not every other fucking driver, but I personally, if I'm physically capable of doing it and the person's not a fucking douchebag, then I like to get out of the car and offer my assistance when I can. But unfortunately, for a little while now, I've been injured and I haven't been able to lift shit. I haven't been able to pick up shit. I haven't been able to fucking do much of anything, really. So, I haven't been able to pick up bags, and unfortunately, fucking that means that I can't offer to help people. But realistically, that shouldn't fucking matter. I mean, it's one extra thing, you know? It's like there's some drivers that offer gum. You know, if your next driver doesn't offer gum, that doesn't mean they get a 1-star. That just means they didn't have gum to offer you. Like, doesn't fucking matter. Like, really? That's not part of the requirements, so realistically you shouldn't get mad because somebody doesn't do it. If that makes fucking any goddamn sense. But there are those people that fucking, they get annoyed by stupid shit like that. And it really, I don't know. It's fucking weird when you get to experience it because it's like, what? It kind of throws you back a little bit, and it's just like, oh, well, you're kind of dumb. And it doesn't realistically most of the time. You know, I would say maybe, well, not even most of the time, maybe probably 40% of the time that you tell people that, you know, I'm injured, I can't fucking lift anything. Most people are okay with it. Or those people, not most people. those people. So 4 out of every 10 times, people are okay with it. 6 out of every 10 times, people get attitude. And then 1 out of those 6, so 1 out of every 10 times, you get some rude ass comments or some fucking somebody tries to argue with you about it. And when they try to argue with you about it, it's ridiculous. I had this one lady one time, she was just like, it was her and this older guy, and the older guy seemed like he was fucking lifting the bags regardless, and then she stopped him. She came to the front, and then she's just like, hey, I need you to pick up our bags for us. And I was just like, I'm sorry, I'm injured. Unfortunately, I can't carry heavy items. So unfortunately, I'm not gonna be able to lift your baggage for you. So I'm gonna have to ask you to lift it yourself. If not, if you really need a driver that's gonna be able to lift the stuff for you, I can just cancel the ride, and that'll allow you to, order another ride. She's like, no, we've been waiting long enough. She's just like, you need to come pick up the bags. I'm just like, lady, I just told you I'm fucking injured. I can't lift your stupid bags. What the fuck? And she's just like, no, well, my husband's handicapped and you need to come lift this. I'm just like, dude, throwing a tantrum is not gonna get me to go pick up your goddamn bags. So I don't know what the fuck you hope to gain by throwing this goddamn tantrum, but it's not gonna accomplish shit. I was just like, you know what? I was like I said, I'm not going to be able to carry any of your bags for you. I'm like, the best I can do is maybe when you're carrying them and you're lifting them in, maybe I can reach my hand in and help you guide it, or fucking help tell you how to fucking put them to make them fit in the back better. But realistically, I'm not carrying your goddamn bags because I'm injured and I don't want to re-injure myself or further my injury, basically. And she's just like throwing her tantrum, and she's like, no, well, you have to. I'm like, dude, whatever. I get out of the car and I basically go stand there, and I'm just like, all right. And I just put my hand on the trunk lid, and I'm fucking just right there, and she basically lifts the bag after me just standing there for a second or two, and I literally put no fucking force in, and I basically just touch the bag as it's kind of coming in, but just like the gentlest touch on the side of it. It was interesting, definitely interesting. And then when we get there, and then I'm just like, fuck, man, I'm just gonna have to pretend to do something on the way back. But then she's just like, oh, just all throwing a tantrum on the way out too, and I was like, fucking bullshit, whatever. Point is, long story short, didn't lift shit for her. Did not. Because like I said, I'm not about to fucking hurt myself for your dumb ass that's throwing a tantrum and everything just because I can't lift your fucking bags for you. Now, to give her credit, she wasn't lying about her husband having some type of disability or whatever. But realistically, did that mean he was incapable of lifting his bags? No, not at all. Because dude was doing it before and he was trying to do it after the fact. But yeah, she kept stopping him. And yeah, I don't know. I don't want to comment on that, but basically, realistically, this lady could lift all her bags herself. And like I said, if I was capable of helping her, I would have helped her before she had a tantrum. After she had a tantrum, I would have probably been like, you know what, hey, fuck you. And I would have just said, you know what, I'm not gonna do it anyway. But before she had a tantrum, I definitely would have helped her out because, it's something that I would have liked to do. But like I said, I'm fucking if I'm hurt, I can't do shit. I can't pick up your shit. And that's unfortunately the luck of the draw when you get a ride. So if you can't lift your shit or you don't want to lift your shit, then you have to get lucky enough to get somebody that's going to be able to, one, lift your shit and be willing to lift your shit. If not, don't fucking throw a tantrum. Don't be a little bitch. Like, fuck. You just say, okay, I'm sorry, I'm just going to cancel the ride, reorder, and hope I'm going to get somebody else. And not throw a tantrum because you have to wait a little longer because somebody wants special treatment. And that special treatment probably is going to need, some fucking extra waiting time, dude. Or you know what, dude? Just get a luxury fucking ride. You get a luxury ride, you're probably going to get a fucking driver that's going to be in better shape to carry your shit or more willing to carry your shit. You know why? Because you're fucking paying more. Duh. So, fuck you, man. Fuck you. Yeah, that does happen every now and then. And it does get a little fucking annoying. It does get a little annoying when it's just like, bro, like, what the fuck? I don't know. There's just things that as a driver can get irritating, the little pet peeves that you have, and it's just like, bro, like, I don't know, for me it's simple stuff like if passengers little shit about their bags, or if, like, for me, if like a passenger just knocks on the window before they get in, I'm just like, bro, don't knock on my window. You're just gonna leave your hand smudges all over the fucking window, for one. Two, this is not a fucking door. I'm like, this is not a front door to a house. No, it's not. You don't need to knock on the goddamn window. You look on your phone, you're able to see the information of the car. If this is the car that you're supposed to get in, just get in the car. Don't knock on the window. Don't fucking put your hands on the windows. I don't want to have to clean the window after you get out. You know why? Fucking, I don't want you knocking on the goddamn window or putting your hand on the goddamn window, because that shit looks nasty as fuck. And the next passenger that gets in, they don't think that people are dumb and need to knock on the window or put their hands on the window. So they look at the fucking window and they see it and they're just like, oh, this car's dirty. Bitch, the fuck. The fuck. I don't get that. But then again, I don't get a lot of things that passengers do. There's just, I don't know, like, there are passengers that get in the car and start fucking adjusting every fucking thing. Okay, like, I get to a certain extent, you're gonna fucking, you need to adjust the seat. Okay, adjust the seat. Fine. You know what? If you're, even to the extent of, the vent, if you sit in the front seat, the vent's facing to your face, you adjust it a little away from you. What irritates me, if you get in the car and you adjust the thermostat or start adjusting the radio, ooh, fuck you. Oh shit, fuck you. Oh my gosh, that annoys the fuck out of me. Holy shit. Do not touch my shit, bro. Do not touch my shit. Bitch, this is my office. You do not go into any other office building and start adjusting their temperature, go to the radio, start adjusting what the fuck they're playing in there. No, bitch, you just sit in there and you experience it. You might be able to ask them, hey, you know what, it's okay if we adjust the temperature in here? And they might oblige. Or they might not. But really, that's their fucking choice. And personally, me, I'll fucking, I'll adjust everything to help you out. I really will. But I need you to ask. Because that's what fucking people with manners do. And I'm only willing to accommodate people with manners. If you're gonna be a little shit, get the fuck out of my car, bitch. Like, I don't need to accommodate your bitch ass if you're gonna be a little dumbass and you're gonna start fucking with shit just right when you get in the car, not say anything. Not only is that rude as fuck, but that's dumb as fuck. You know why? Because every car is different. Every car's fucking fans are different. Every car's fucking thermostat's different, and temperatures fucking settings and adjustments. Every car fucking feels different as far as if it gets hotter faster, if it gets colder faster. Everything. Every fucking car. You're not accustomed to how easily this car gets cold, how easily this car gets hot. So you adjusting everything is based on the idea that you know what's right. And obviously, if you're going into a car and you're adjusting shit, you obviously don't know what's right. So you probably should be the last person to start adjusting stuff. Dum. Like, you don't have the car. You're not used to how quickly this car gets hot. You also aren't used to having so many people in this car or in an environment this small. Maybe you ride in your car, it's just you. Or maybe you ride in a car and it's two people. Maybe you're usually in a Lyft or an Uber or a fucking, or maybe you ride with your spouse or some shit. And you're used to two people. A car with more people is going to get hotter a lot quicker. But you don't know how to adjust to that. You don't know how to do any of that. So you get in the car, you're like, it's a little cold. Let me blast the heat. Well, dum, it's going to get super fucking hot. And it's going to be unbearable in about 2 fucking minutes. So fuck you for doing that to all of us. Because you just fucked up all of our night. I'm thinking about one specific time this happened. And it was recently. Relatively recently. So basically, I was driving and where the fuck was I? I think I was out in Santa Monica, or at least close to, and picked up these 2 couples, right? All friends, 4 friends, basically. They got in the car, and there was 2 girls in the back, 1 guy in the back, 1 guy in the front, and one of the girls just like, oh, excuse me, can you, it's kind of cold in here, do you mind? She didn't even get to finish her statement, or her fucking, what she was saying, basically. And then the dude in the front's like, oh, I got you, babe, don't worry, I got you. And he fucking just blasts the fucking heat. He blasts the fucking heat. I'm like, bro. Oh my God. Like, that moment that he did that just irritated me, because when she started asking it, I was just like, oh, this is a good person. These are good people. And then the moment he did that, I was just like, you piece of shit. Fuck you so hard right now. Fuck you so hard. And I was like, whoa. Because he started fucking adjusting everything. Like, right when she said that, the moment she said that, it was like the fucking green light for him to start moving everything. He started adjusting the thermostat, adjusting the fan speed, adjusting all this shit. And then he was about to move on to the radio. And it was like, whoa. Like, having to move his hand and shit. Dude fucking blasts that shit. I have to lower it. Because I'm like, dude, this car gets super hot really quickly just by itself. Not only that, there are 4 people that have been drinking like fuck. Drunk people run hot as shit. Not to mention, 2 of these fucking drunk ass people are big ass fucking gorillas. So there's extra body heat on top of that. So on top of all this bullshit, it's just like, in order for it to get warm, for her to be comfortable, realistically, all you had to do was, because I always have the AC on low, especially on nights, because of the fact that, like I said, drunk people run hot. So drunk people get in the car and they're just like, it's so hot in here, like all the time. It rarely happens when it's just like people get in the car and they're like, oh, it's cold. You know, if that happens, it's usually a couple that gets in the car, and usually the female's the one that's cold one, which is fine. I always adjust depending on what they want to do, what their choice is. Sometimes the guys like it. They want to cuddle up with the girl and they're just like, it's okay, babe, I got you, whatever. Other times they're like, oh, can you keep it fucking cold or put it hot or whatever the fuck. Anyway, so anyway, I have to fucking adjust the goddamn temperature, and I lower it. Obviously, I lower it till it's barely putting out any heat. But obviously, he fucked us. I would say like not even a minute later. Literally, not even a minute later. The same girl that said that was just like, oh my god, it's so fucking hot in here. And they're all making fun of her like she's the one that fucked up. And I'm just like, bro, like she didn't do anything wrong. I'm like, I would have gotten it perfect to where everybody was comfortable. But sure enough, it was hot as fuck in there. And everybody was uncomfortable as shit. And they start fucking lowering the windows and all this other bullshit. And I'm just like, ah, jeez. And now everybody's all fucked up on fucking temperature because they can't agree on whether or not to let the fucking air fix itself or to let them fucking have the window down or whatever the fuck. And I'm just like, oh shit, man. This is irritating as shit. But yeah, it all started because of the fact that this dumbass had to adjust the goddamn thermostat, when in reality you just had to wait for me to adjust it myself, and then it would have been perfect temperature. If not, it would have been a little bit off, and then I'm sure the girl in the back would have said something. You know why? Because she said something twice. So, yeah. Fuck you. I don't know. There's just something about fucking adjusting shit in the car that gets to me. And I've talked to other drivers, it gets to them too, because it's just like, bro, really? Like, be polite. Say something. Like, if you're gonna get in the car, and I don't even give a fuck if it's music I'm playing and you like it, don't just fucking blast the shit out of nowhere, bitch. You don't, no. I don't want you to blast the shit out of nowhere. You don't know how the fuck I am with music. Maybe I'm really conservative with my speakers. Maybe I'm really fucking sensitive. Maybe I don't like to blast music. You know? Maybe I want to actually keep my fucking speakers sounding good for a while. You know? Because this fucking $5 to $10 ride that I'm taking you fucking, a couple miles, it's not going to pay. It's really not going to pay for the new speakers that I'm going to have to get because your dumbass chose to blast something and blow out my fucking speakers. You know why? Because you're not going to be able to prove that this dumb shit fucking blew out your goddamn speakers. No. Even if you have dash cam footage. Pretty much. So, what the fuck? Like, it's just dumb. Don't fuck with people's shit, man. Don't fuck with people's shit. Like I said, you don't go into any other fucking environment and start fucking with their shit. Even if you're at a fucking, you don't go to a restaurant and do that. You don't go to fucking an office and do that. You don't go to your fucking anywhere, really. You really don't go anywhere and start adjusting shit. Even if you're at like a friend's house or a family's house. Or family member's house. You don't go start fucking adjusting people's shit. No. You ask. And then if they allow you, then you get to do it. But even then, most of the time, people do it themselves. Most of the time. Yeah. Fuck you. Fuck you. Because, yeah, I don't know. It's just something that happens relatively frequently. But yeah, even when it comes to adjusting shit, one thing that gets me is if somebody gets in the car, so I have two things about this. So if somebody gets in the car, basically, and starts closing all the vents, literally closing all the fucking vents, I'm just like, bro, Really? Like, there are two scenarios where I see that, and I have two completely different opinions. So one, if they're by themselves and it's their ride, I usually am just like, uh, really, you could have just said something. I would have adjusted the temperature. It would have been better than you closing all the vents, because when people get out of the car, they don't open the vents. People get in the car and they'll close all your vents, but then they get out of the car, they will not open them bitches up. So, dude, get in the car, say something, I'll adjust the temperature, accommodate you. I'd prefer that, because then it's gonna avoid me having to fucking pull over, lean over, get out of the car, go around, whatever the fuck, to open that shit up again. Gonna save me time. Gonna save me headache. Please, please just say something. If it's a shared ride, if it's a pool, if it's a ride where you have other people in it that are not your fucking friends, you don't know them or anything, I have mixed feelings about this. So I think that it's okay to close one vent, but realistically, if there's somebody behind you and you're closing all the vents on your side, they're not gonna really feel anything. So then they're gonna get hot and they're gonna get uncomfortable if it's cold air, or they're gonna get fucking cold and they're gonna get uncomfortable if it's hot air that's blowing out, right? So even then, I don't think you should be closing the fucking vents, but I understand if you're a little uncomfortable and you kind of want to help accommodate the rest of the car. Realistically, I think you should just point the vents away from you if you're ever really uncomfortable in a car like that. And yeah, I mean, but at the same time, I understand if you close like one vent, because one vent is okay. It would be okay for me to close, but even then, I don't like people closing the vents, because like I said, it's one thing if they just aim them away, because the air's still coming out one way or another. Air's still coming out. But if you start closing the fucking vents, then I'm gonna have to fucking open them bitches, and that gets annoying. And I'm just like, bro, really? But nah. Probably the most annoying thing, to be honest, though, is just when people leave their trash. When they leave their fucking trash. People use your fucking car like a goddamn trash can. You know what people do that? Trash ass people. Yes. Garbage fucking people. People that are so horrible, such horrible human beings, that they leave trash in a stranger's vehicle that's doing them kind service of taking them somewhere. And you know who does this the most? Privileged ass people. People that can afford to fucking to do all this bullshit. People that can afford to pay for really expensive shit. Do you know why? Because the trash that I find in the car is not some cheap shit. It's not some cheap bullshit. It's usually some bougie ass shit. Some bougie ass water bottles that are fucking probably like $20 a bottle. Some coffee cups from some fucking hipster ass place. You know, it's like, dude, none of the trash that I find is like some bullshit ass trash. Like, nah, it's all bougie shit. Man, and I always find the trash after I fucking leave a bougie ass neighborhood. You know why? Because they don't have manners. Like, really, it's so sad when I see that and when I experience that, because I'm just like, one, that's rude as fuck. And I know not everybody in nice neighborhoods is rude as fuck. I know not everybody in nice neighborhoods leaves trash behind. You know, I have people in nice neighborhoods that will clean up the trash if they see trash that's in the car and I don't even see it. Like, let's say I'm in the middle of the driving day and people typically leave trash where it's out of my view, like just out of my view enough to where I can't fucking catch them. So they'll fucking leave it in a spot and I don't notice it. So I'm going on the day and then somebody else will be like, hey, you know what, this trash is here. Like, I'm gonna go ahead and just take it. Or they'll ask me, they'll say, you know, do you want me to take this trash that's in here? And I'll just be like, oh, what? Like, what trash? And whatever the fuck. So I have people that are kind in fucking really expensive neighborhoods. But really, at the end of the day, the reason why I say that happens in expensive neighborhoods is because when I'm in lower income neighborhoods, I never find trash. Like, ever. Ever. I don't think I've ever fucking found trash in a fucking lower income area when I've been driving in a lower income area. It's the fucking weirdest thing. It's the weirdest thing. I never find that shit. People are always like, when you're fucking driving in a well-off area, you know, it's kind of luck of the draw. Some days you get really kind people. You get really awesome, amazing people that are just amazing individuals, amazing human beings. But there are other times where it's just like, you know, you get some really pieces of shit that could give a fuck less who the fuck you are. Could give a fuck less that you're human, or couldn't give a fuck less, I should say. Yeah, there's some really trash ass individuals in some really well off places. And the thing is about going through a lower income area is that everybody's grateful as a motherfucker. Everybody's happy as shit. Everybody's super fucking kind. Even if they're not super kind, they're just quiet. So it's not like people are fucking rude or pieces of shit. No, if they're not really kind and really happy or upbeat or whatever the fuck it is, they're just quiet. And it's cool. Some people just want to be left alone. I understand that. I'm like, okay, do your thing. I'm cool. Just leave my car either as is or nicer than what it was before you got in it. Really. Because it's like, yeah, I don't give a fuck if you're quiet. I don't need you to say anything. I don't need you to not say anything. I don't care either way. Like I've said before, I really don't give a shit. If you want to talk, we can talk. If you don't want to talk, you don't have to talk. But really, all I care is that you treat my car with respect. That you treat me with respect. And realistically, you don't have to say anything to treat me with respect. You just have to not disrespect me. You don't have to do anything special. You don't have to clean my fucking car when you get in the car. You just have to not leave it dirty as fuck. That's really fucking all I ask of you. And it's like, I'm understanding. If it's fucking raining or you just kind of came from fucking walking in the grass, you know, shit's gonna get on the floor mats. It's fine. Whatever. Little shit happens. But if you're drinking some drink, don't leave that shit in the car. If you're eating some snack or something, don't leave that shit in the car. Don't be a fucking little asshole. Like, bro, like, what the fuck? Like, come on, really? You're gonna leave some trash in a fucking car for the next person? And you know that the people that do that are gonna be the dumbasses that would get in a car, see a little bit of trash, and then complain about it. And be like, hey, this person had trash in their car. They had a dirty vehicle. Nah, bitch. It's some other asshole that was just like you that decided to leave this bullshit behind and fuck it up for the rest of the people. And it's people like you that did that because you're the only dumbass that will complain about it. Man. I don't know, man. I'm just saying, there's some fucking people that are fucking assholes. And it's just pet peeves of driving and dealing with different motherfuckers that do shit. And it's just like, fuck, bro, really? Really? Do you really gotta do this? Do you really gotta be a fucking asshole? Do you really gotta make my fucking job harder than it should be? Cause yeah, bro. Like, the best passengers, like I said, are just, they get in the car, they get out of the car, no trash, no hiccup getting in the car, no hiccup getting out of the car. Sometimes people need to take a little extra. So, even getting in and out of the car, if you need to take a little extra time because you got extra shit that you need to put into the car, understand. You need to take extra time because you need to get shit out of the car. I understand. Maybe you're carrying a bunch of shit in your hands and it's going to be a little bit of a struggle getting out of the car. I understand. Take your time. Do your thing. If you're a little injured, take your time. Do your thing. I understand. But what irritates me is if you really have no reason for taking a while to get in the car or get out of the car and you decide to take forever. You decide to take forever getting in and out of the car. You are a piece of shit. Do you know why? Because you're wasting my time. I'm spending this extra time with you that's causing me to waste time with the next passenger. It's causing me to eventually lose out on time. It's like if I spend... Oh, man. Let's say I spend an extra 5 minutes with you. Just 5 minutes for you getting into the car. Then an extra 5 minutes for you getting out of the car. That's 10 minutes. In 6 passengers, that's going to be an hour. There's 6 other people that are like you, and realistically, I have a gang of passengers, over 20 a lot of days. Over 20. That's a lot of fucking time wasted, bro. That's a lot of time wasted. Like, don't waste people's time, bro. It's valuable. You wasting somebody's time, it's costing them money. You're wasting their money. You know what you're not gonna do if you're wasting somebody's money is you're not gonna tip, because most people that fucking waste other people's time don't value other people's time. So the thing that sucks is that the people that waste the most time won't fucking tip you, don't take care of you, because they're pieces of shit. Every now and then that there's completely the opposite. Somebody wastes a lot of your time and they take care of you. They tip you. They'll tip you a little extra because of the fact that it's just like, oh, you took extra time. And yeah, whatever. But those are people that typically don't waste time in general, and they feel bad that they made you waste your time. So they take care of you. But yeah, man, it's like people that order a ride, bro, don't fucking order a ride if you're not ready. People order a ride and they're just like, all right, I'm gonna order it and I'm gonna get ready. Like, no, bro. No. You get ready and then you order a ride. Well, what if I have to wait an extra 3 minutes after I'm done getting ready? Well, fuck, you get to wait an extra 3 minutes, but realistically, you're not making the driver fucking wait. And then you're not stressing about the driver fucking leaving, dumb. And not only that, is that I guarantee you, if you're there waiting outside when the driver pulls up and you just hop into the car, the driver's going to be in a way better mood than if the driver had to wait there and wait for your dumb ass to get in the car. So most of the time, you're going to be getting a driver in a way better mood. So why not just do that? Make sure that you have a driver in a way better mood to start off with than to start off at a fucking deficit. Like, does that make sense to you? I hope it fucking makes sense to you, because realistically, it's just like, I don't know. It just doesn't make sense to me sometimes. Especially if this shit happens all the time. You'll get a timer. You have 5 minutes. Passenger has 5 minutes to get in the car. 30 seconds left. Passenger starts calling you. Hey, you know what? I'm on my way. I'm on my way out. I'm on my way. Don't worry. It's just gonna be a few more minutes. And then I'll get in the car. Nah. No. And no. You know why? Because it's not a few more minutes. You know why? Because I already spent 5 minutes waiting for you. You know why? You fucking saying it's a few more minutes means that it's a few more minutes until you get out of your house. And then it's a few more minutes until you get into the car. And by then it's already over 10 minutes. It's almost 15 minutes. Let's say we get to your place, there's traffic. The fare is already lower than what it normally would be because there's traffic. I can't get to your place that fast. The fare's not even going to be that big. I'm going to get $3 for this. You're making me spend over 20 minutes for $3. Does that make sense mathematically for my hour? If I had to deal with other passengers that are the same as you for the rest of the hour? No. Let's say fucking altogether it only takes 20 minutes. I only get $3 for the ride. How much am I going to be able to make in an hour if I'm consistently giving rides and I'm taking the same amount of time in every single ride? Huh? No? It doesn't make sense, does it? No. So why the fuck am I going to wait? You have a timer for a reason, bro. You have a timer for a reason. Get in the car. Don't waste my time. I'm not going to waste your time. You get in the car, I don't start doing laps around the block. I don't start going completely down a different direction and then to bring you back to your destination. No, I don't. I don't waste your time. You don't waste my time, bitch. That's the deal. So if you're going to start calling me and you're going to start telling me that I'm going to have to wait another few minutes, I'm sorry. I'm not. You had a timer. I'm gone. When the timer's out, I'm gone. You know why? Because right when I fucking click that you didn't show up or whatever, the next passenger immediately gets lined up and I'm already on my way to the next passenger. And you know what happens at the next passenger? The next passenger gets in the car because they're responsible and they order the ride at the appropriate amount of time. If they don't get in the car right away, they only make me wait a minute or two. And you know what happens when they get in the car? They get in the car and they apologize for making me wait. They don't call me after fucking 5 minutes of waiting and say, hey, you know what? It's only going to be a few more minutes. Nah, bitch. They get in the car and they say, I'm sorry for making you wait when it's only been about a minute or two. So, fuck you. Shit, man. Fuck you. That really, really fucking irritates me. It irritates me more, I take that back. I actually don't even know which irritates me more. So it irritates me when I have to wait a long time for a passenger, especially if it's in a fucking area where I'm not able to wait. Like if it's in downtown and there's no fucking passenger loading zone and there's nothing, and I'm just like, really, bro? Like, fuck you. You're a piece of shit. But it also irritates me if it's a pool or a shared ride and I pull up to pick you up and you're not outside and there are already 1 or 2 passengers in the car and we're fucking waiting on you. And it irritates me more when you don't show up because, one, I don't get that money. They collect that money. We don't see it. And another thing is just like, fuck, you didn't just waste my time. You wasted their fucking time. You wasted all of our fucking time. You fucking selfish piece of shit. You selfish piece of shit. And even if people tell me, oh, you know what? My app fucked up. My app didn't tell me that you were here. Oh, blah, blah, blah. I'm just like, bro, when you order the ride, it told you how long it was going to be. It might not have told you that I was here right this very second. You know why? Because maybe the settings on your phone are set up to where the app doesn't refresh if it's in the background, because you have battery saver mode on or some other mode on to where the app gets closed in the background because you're doing other shit on your phone, or you have your phone off, or whatever the fuck other reason it is. But if you have the app open and it's refreshed or whatever, it'll automatically tell you where the fuck we're at. And you know what? Realistically, it doesn't need to tell you when we're here. It'll tell you that we're going to arrive in a couple minutes. So be outside. You don't have to come outside when it tells you that we're here. Be outside before we get there. You know why? Because if you're outside, if you go outside when it tells you that we're there, that means that you're going outside after we already arrived. That means we're already waiting. Or I'm already waiting. So why are you going to be rude and make people wait on you at all? If it tells you it's going to be there in 2 minutes, go outside. If it tells you it's going to be there in fucking 3, 4, shit, even in 5, go outside. Wait. Doesn't matter. You're not going to die. You're okay. You're fine. Unless you're in a super, super sketchy neighborhood. Super sketchy. Which in those cases, I understand. I never give shit when it's dealing with those places. I'm talking about the burbs. Nice neighborhoods where fucking multi-million-dollar houses, all this bullshit. Nah, it's like, don't be a piece of shit. Don't be a piece of shit. Like, fuck. Just be there. Be fucking waiting. Be aware. Be aware that other people have shit to do. Be aware that you're not the center of the universe. You know, that there are other people on this world that have lives too, that need to make a living as well. That your fucking $3, $4, fucking $5 aren't gonna be enough to pay the fucking salary of somebody that's picking you up. Especially when you're causing them to waste so much fucking time. You piece of shit, man. It's like, you should have to pay $1 for every fucking minute that you waste of somebody's time. So, say you waste 5 minutes of somebody's time, fucking pay them an extra $5. You waste 10 minutes, $10. You know, I wouldn't be going on this fucking rant right now if that was the case. You know why? Because it would make sense. It would make sense. You could waste an hour of my time if you paid me $1 for every fucking minute. I wouldn't care. But realistically, the pieces of shit that waste your time don't tip, because they don't value people's time. They don't appreciate the effort that it takes to do certain things. And, you know, they're not thinking that anybody else is in this world, because they're egocentric fucks that can't think outside of themselves. Really. Realistically. And I kind of genuinely believe that, because it's like, really, if you were the kind of person that could genuinely think about somebody else and could genuinely think that, hey, you know what, other people have feelings too, other people have shit to do too, other people have fucking all this shit, you know, I genuinely don't think that somebody that would be able to think that way would be able to waste so much of somebody else's valuable time. Because time is valuable. You know, it's valuable, man. Everybody's time is fucking valuable. Everybody's time is fucking valuable. Whether they know it or not, everybody's time is fucking valuable. So don't fucking waste that shit. Don't fucking waste that shit. Especially if you're not going to be fucking kind and reasonable and accommodate them for waiting. No, just don't be a piece of shit, bro. Don't be a piece of shit. I don't know, man. Got me going on this fucking rant about bullshit. About pet peeves of fucking passengers and stuff. I don't even know if I've gone over any of this before. I probably have, honestly. I probably have. Because this does fucking, you know, it bothers you when you're fucking driving around dealing with shit just like anybody else dealing with any other job, any other task, any other thing that you have to do in life. You know, there's just gonna be things that fucking bother you about that bullshit. Things that come up, things that you have to deal with all the time, stuff that you have to say, things that you would like to let other people know. You know, there's a lot of bullshit that people have to deal with on a daily basis that most of the time they don't get to tell anybody about. You know, there are things that people only get to tell their spouse about. Maybe you get to tell your friends about around the bar. Or maybe fucking not even at a bar. Maybe fucking just drinking with your friends somewhere. You don't even have to be drinking shit. You could be doing something else. You be telling people. Maybe you tell your therapist. Maybe you don't even tell your therapist. Maybe you tell your pet. You tell your fucking dog. You tell your cat. You tell your hamster. You fucking fish. Your fucking turtle. I don't fucking know, bro. I don't know. You tell something. Basically, you tell something. But not many people get to hear. Well, for me, that's kind of the case. I don't get to tell a lot of people this. There's some people that get to find out, but not everybody gets to hear the pet peeves of a driver, I guess. And you know what? I hope you're hearing this. And if you are somebody that was kind of doing any of the shit that I talked about, you know, today, you know, just maybe next time don't. like maybe next time don't. But yeah, maybe you just didn't fucking think about it before. So I'm not saying you're necessarily a bad person. Maybe not necessarily a piece of shit. But hey, maybe you know it, you didn't think about it before. You didn't think about it in that way, in that light. Maybe nobody's ever fucking helped you see it this way. You know, that's okay. Because like I always say, I can't blame people for something that they don't know. All I could do is share some knowledge and hope that you make your own decision. You know, hopefully you make a right one. Hopefully this new knowledge, this new insight helps you go on with your fucking life and, you know, do something nice. Not take advantage of people's time. Not leave shit in a disarray. Fucking take care of other people's stuff even though it's not yours. You know, just be conscious of that other people might be going through some shit. You know, some people might be fucking dealing with some stuff and they can't exactly accommodate you the way that you thought that you might want to be accommodated that day. And that's okay. You know, sometimes people are going through shit. That's fine. That's alright. Yeah, man. I mean, you could also be listening to this and just be like, yeah, these people are pieces of shit, bro. Like, I don't do any of this. And if you are fucking thinking that, then props to you for already doing this shit. And maybe, you know what? Maybe this could just give you a fucking smile and laugh and all that shit. But yeah, hopefully this helps you in some kind of way. If not, maybe you got a laugh just listening to my bullshit, pet peeves, or maybe you just got a little insight on some shit that drivers think about sometimes. But anyway, I think I'm gonna call that an episode for the day. I need to go ice my shit. Yeah. Thanks for listening. I appreciate you. Thanks for listening to another one. What the fuck else was I say? I was gonna say go check out the socials. Yeah. Definitely make sure to join me next week. Hopefully I'll be able to release a bonus in between. But if not, I'll see you next week. If you really, really need to listen to me in between, then go listen to the old episodes. I'm sure if you're listening to this right now, you're gonna enjoy the old episodes. If you haven't listened to them, if you have listened to them, re-listen to them, bitch. Like, you'll enjoy them. Alright, love all y'all. Thanks. Peace.